You're most likely watching this on January 2nd, 2023, unless things got shifted around. But today I wanted to talk about jobs. I wanted to talk about jobs as the first video of the year because I think there are going to be a lot of things going on regarding remote work and stuff like that this year. So it's no secret that a lot of people's jobs can be done remotely. My girl's job can be done remotely. If you're like a call center agent, your job can probably be done remotely. A lot of white collar jobs can be done at home or remotely or whatever you want to call it. People don't really have to be in the office unless something is super important, is basically what I'm trying to say. But employers are showing some resistance to letting people work from home for a variety of reasons. Some employers don't want remote work because maybe they want to keep a close eye on their employees. Maybe they want people to be in the office to collaborate in person. Or maybe it's because they made a bad financial decision and it's not beneficial for their office to be sitting there empty. Either way, I think the job market is kind of going through a paradigm shift right now. And I think we're going to see a lot of new positions opening up in the coming years. I know that if you're like 17 or 18 right now and you don't know what you want to do, you might feel sad or you might feel weird because all your friends know what they want to do. And I'm here to tell you that it's okay to not know what you want to do. That's exactly how I felt when I was 18. And I know that especially now with so many options, it's hard to pick just one thing and say, yeah, this is what I want to do. I honestly think that there are people watching this video right now that will be working jobs in 10 years that currently don't exist. Let me explain what I mean, and let's look back to the times of when people were riding horses. From my research, which will also be linked down below, Carl Benz was the first documented person to file a patent for a car on January 29th, 1886. It's actually pretty crazy that it's been that long. But anyway, so using that knowledge, everybody before that was either walking or riding bikes or traveling by horseback. But after Carl Benz invented the car, a whole new set of jobs was born because he invented that car. Now all of a sudden you have people that had to know about the engine and be able to make one. You probably had people that had to make, parts for that engine, but it wasn't like a one-person job. It was like one person made a certain thing and then one person made a certain thing, and then that's kind of how it went. And even now to this day, because that car was made, people have jobs. You could say the same thing for like rocket ships, right? Before rocket ships, there was probably no communications manager or chief communications engineer or anything like that at NASA. It was a bunch of people designing rockets and stuff like that. It wasn't until later that we were probably like, hey, maybe we need some sort of communication team to be able to communicate with astronauts, and thus those jobs were born. So I think it's just a matter of time until we see jobs like a person that's able to wipe all your information from the internet somehow, or a self-driving car mechanic because the parts and stuff might be too complex for traditional mechanics, or maybe somebody that's like a tour guide for space or something like that, because we have a lot of companies in addition to NASA trying to go to space, like SpaceX and Blue Origin, and I think it's called Virgin Galactic, and probably a whole bunch of other ones that we haven't even heard of yet. I also just realized that I'm sitting here talking about cars and mechanic jobs and other jobs like that while forgetting one of the most important ones, YouTubers and influencers and other jobs like that. Sure, influencers have been around for a lot longer than YouTubers because you had celebrities making commercials and endorsing products from like way back and stuff, but you can look at people that make YouTube videos for a living. To be honest, I never would have been able to foresee the outcome of people uploading videos and making whole careers out of them. People are making millions of dollars on YouTube every single month, and no one would have ever thought, hey, maybe this little website whose slogan used to be broadcast yourself, don't know what happened to that by the way, would have turned into this huge social media juggernaut whose website would become one of the top 5 most visited websites in 2022. And now there are tons of kids that don't want to be lawyers or doctors or engineers or a florist or something like that. They want to be YouTubers. The internet was the thing that created all those jobs, and now millions of people are employed because of the internet. Look, point is, if you're young right now, don't stress about the job that you're gonna get, or don't stress about the field that you should get into to make the most money and have the most illustrious career. Focus on being young. Focus on having fun. Focus on not having any responsibilities. Focus on now, because there's only a finite amount of time when you're young. When the adult things start taking over, I'm not saying that your life is over, but it's more difficult to have fun. I know that with a new year, there comes new pressure, right? You want to do better in school, you want to get a raise, or you want to do something else. Whatever that thing is, don't make it your whole defining moment of 2023 where it's like, if you don't accomplish it, then you're going to be pissed off, you're going to be disappointed. I'm not saying don't chase those goals, but don't let them define you. I hope everyone had a happy new year, and I wish everyone the best in 2023. And as always, thanks for watching.